Greetings, fellow sentient beings. I've been told you all have some questions for me. Well, keep them short. I must get back to larger tasks at hand. Theory Mus asks, what stood out to you about the 1992 Peterbilt 379 that you scanned? Earth has some interesting vehicles indeed, but this so-called Peterbilt truck has everything I needed in an alt mode: power, heft, and class. Although I must admit, the flames were my idea. Nick asks, which human did you enjoy working with more, Sam or Cade? I have seen that human beings can possess qualities to them that are more than meets the eye. Sam and Cade are but two such examples of that. Both great warriors and great friends. Logan asks, out of all the Autobots, who would you choose to be leader after you? Well, Logan, a leader isn't chosen. A leader is born through trials of fire. I know each and every one of my Autobots are capable of becoming great leaders in the future. Ellis King 5 asks, how was it to fight in battle with my boy Grimlock in Hong Kong? Oh, so you're aware of Grimlock. He is one of the legendary Knights of Cybertron. It was an honor to battle alongside him, although I do wish we had met under different circumstances after so many eons. Isai Mendoza 77 asks, were you ever scared of Scourge? I wonder how you learnt about his existence. Scourge was Unicron's herald, but I dealt with him swiftly. Evil cannot escape the hands of a Prime. Tarnedit 69 asks, what are you going to do after the war ends? By the time the war ends, it will have certainly taken its toll on me. I just hope that whatever may be the outcome, peace and freedom is the end result of it, till all are one. TFA 1024 asks, what was the toughest battle you ever fought? There's certainly a lot of difficult situations I've been in on the battlefield, but one in particular does come to mind. I had just sent Bumblebee and the other Autobots off-planet on separate missions. I was surrounded by Decepticons, including a mean Cybertronian critter called Ravage. I had to take them all on as the escape pods left Cybertron's atmosphere. It was certainly a challenge to maneuver all of them, but that is what a leader is expected to do. RZ 2022 asks, why do you keep going for the faces of Decepticons every time you fight them? Well, the most efficient way to dispatch a foe is also the most humane. Headshots are a prime war tactic. In fact, to show mercy, even when having to face the most difficult choices, is what being an Autobot is all about. Optimus Legend 27 asks, Optimus Prime, you're my childhood hero. You saved my life from depression and suicide. It would be amazing if you could say my name. Well, we seem to share a name, I see. From one Optimus to another, you are truly a bold one. Follow your dreams and you will become a great leader one day. I know it. Ibrahim.Desu asks, despite being your arch-nemesis, why do you still believe Megatron has a capacity to redeem himself? We were brothers once. Megatron still has good, deep down inside him. After all, the war has brought out the worst in all of us. ISKDD4 asks, why did you participate in the Battle of Waterloo in 1885 during the Napoleonic Wars? If you got this information from an old man and his crazy robot butler, I'd ignore it. I've personally looked into the matter, and I discovered that Edmund Burton was a part of an organization codenamed Cobra. They were trying to damage the reputation of us Autobots here on Earth and spin conspiracy theories. When I find who the head of this Cobra is, I'm going to end him. Yuvraj asks, damn, I didn't know it was literally an Optimus Prime Q&A. Well, it is literally me answering your questions. Maybe next time you can actually ask one. E. Langston 26 asks, Who is the most powerful foe you've ever had to fight against? That would be Tarn. I can't tell you much about him. It's classified information. Let's just say that if he ever broke out of Iacon, it would mean doom for your world. Robert Mihai asks, what happened to Sam after the Battle of Chicago? Well, that's classified. I can say that no harm will ever come to my good friend Sam while us Autobots are on Earth. Stephen Lawson and David Podani. These two are wanted by Cybertron Police Force for impersonation. You do realize it is a crime to sound like a prime when you're just human after all. I've got my eyes on you two. Big Foe asks, would you prefer using your sword with shield or your retractable blades and hooks for combat? I prefer to use whatever works for the situation. My flight tech has proven helpful in many instances, but it does have its limits. However, my Energon blades are my go-to weapons. I've saved a lot of lives with those. Dropkick Blast asks, do you remember Skids and Mudflap? Do you like them? Tell me funny stories about them. The consequences of war. I'm aware of all my troops, including Skids and Mudflap, but I do not have funny stories of any of them. Tragically, Skids and Mudflaps were MIA around Earth year 2011. Rumor has it, Shockwave took them. All right, I must go now. There is lots to be done, and Cybertron remains unguarded. Thank you for your questions, humans. Although some of you are much different than the ones I've personally met, I truly believe all of you are capable of great things. Till all are one. Optimus Prime, signing off.